Social media is no longer just a fad.
It's the biggest shift since the Industrial Revolution. Adults spend over 15 hours per week on the internet.
Even 1 in 5 couples meet online.
1 million new blogs come online every month. That's one blog every 2 seconds.
1 million new Twitter accounts are created each day. That's more than 250 per second.
There are over 165 million active Twitter users.
107 million Twitter users in the US alone, with over 50 million tweets a day.
Facebook has over 900 million active users worldwide.
And 500 million active mobile users.
There are more active Facebook users than there are people in the United States.
93% of US adults are on Facebook. And over 80% of US businesses have Facebook pages.
Every second, 2 new members join LinkedIn. LinkedIn has 161 million members in 200 countries. There are 1 million LinkedIn groups and over 2 million LinkedIn companies.
Hey guys, okay, so I'll be honest, when I hear social media, I think dollars. I am used to I'm in the business world, and we have a product, we have a brand, and we have a target consumer, and social media is all about matching the two together. I know a lot of people use social media, connect with old high school buddies that they didn't like back in high school either, but for me and for most of my colleagues for the last decade, social media has been about consumer outreach. However, in the counseling world, social media is still fairly new. If you consider our current code of ethics from 2005, let's take Facebook for example. In 2005, Facebook had roughly only about 5.5 million users. I know, only 5.5 million users. But let's look at today. Just 8 years later, Facebook has right at 1 billion users. That's an 18,000% increase. 18,000% increase. And even though the current ACA Code of Ethics doesn't specifically address social media as far as how to behave on Twitter, Facebook, interactions with clients, I think there are clear-cut standards that do apply. Some standards to keep in mind are: mental health is important, and what better way to grow the profession than awareness and advocacy? We talk about advocacy a lot. So with proper boundaries and proper guidelines, social media can be a huge tool. We talk about wanting to reduce the stigma that counseling is only for people with extreme mental disorders. And we all know that's not the case, but the rest of the world doesn't know that. And social media, with a few tweets, a few Facebook posts, and the right strategy, we can really grow our profession. So Lindsay, Libby, and I came up with a few scenarios that could potentially happen on social media. If you've seen Jimmy Kimmel, you know how he stops people kind of on the streets and just asks them questions and they respond quickly. But there's a pause between when he asks and then the crowd sort of responds with what they think the answer is going to be. So we'd like you to take a look and listen at these next few scenarios. And then we'd like you at the pause to respond if you think it's ethical or unethical. There could be a few that are in the gray area. We'll talk about the whys behind it later. So just watch these scenarios and then give us your vote.
Mom. Yeah, pretty good day. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This client that I had today. Okay. So you know President Lowry, right? Well, his son. His name's John. Yeah. Well, he's, I guess, like mid-30s. He's married. I think they have 2 kids now. But anyway, he and his wife have become clients of mine. Yeah, isn't that kind of cool? Well, I thought it would be cool until, you kind of get into people's, dirt and you kind of realize it's maybe not so cool. Yeah. Oh, dysfunction. Let me just tell you. Yeah, so she had a miscarriage. Yeah. No, nobody knew. Yeah. But I do. So anyway, so she had a miscarriage. And then, she had so many, emotional issues around that and she doesn't know this, but he had an affair. Yes. I know. I couldn't believe it either. Tell Dad I said hey. And Waylon, too. All right. Good night. Love you.
Oh, that was great.
That was great.
Hopefully this.
So what do you think? Ethical or unethical?
That's not ethical. Not at all. Not even a bit. Nope. Doesn't fly.
Now assume this next video that you see was posted by therapist Libby on her friend's Facebook page. It's her friend's birthday. They haven't connected in a while, so Libby wanted to do a little something extra to say happy birthday to her friend. Let us know what you think. Watch this.
Hi, this is your birthday message, so happy birthday. Sorry I've been out of touch lately. It's kind of been busy at work. I have this family who's going through a divorce, and their son is just being a pain. There's a big custody battle going on. Man, Colby is just supposed to be this great quarterback at Brentwood High School, and he's being hell on wheels. So anyways, that's why I've been out of touch. Hope you're doing well, and happy birthday.
Unethical.
Oh my God, look at this.
Isn't that your alcohol and drug counselor?
It is. I cannot believe that.
You can say here she is again.
Oh, look. Isn't this her too?
Maybe she needs to be in counseling
Yeah.
herself.
She tells you you're on the struggle bus. I think she's driving it.
Not appropriate.
Who would have thought that simply just scrolling through your Facebook news feed could present an ethical dilemma? So I was scrolling through my feed, and turns out one of my friends, Lindsay, is friends with one of my clients. My client wrote on my friend's wall, "Can't wait for happy hour, Margs and guac." So what do I do with this information? Because my client, Casey, who says that she has been sober and she's obviously coming to me for alcohol abuse, wrote this on my friend's wall. And so what am I to do with that information, knowing that my client is being dishonest? So I get this information from a third party. Do I bring it up in session, or do I pretend like I didn't see it?